Hey guys, it's me Astrid and we're about to go on the July Orchid Tour. Yay! First, I have a very quick request for you guys. My friend Suzann sews clothing for herself, her children, and she seems to have really found her calling in sewing. She does amazing work. She's entered a contest to win a 2,000 euro sewing machine, and she needs your help to win this contest. So if you would, please go over to the website that I linked in my description. It's all in German, but all you have to do is go scroll down, find the big thumbs up, and click vote. Send your email, and you'll have voted for my friend Suzann, and that would be super appreciated. Super appreciated. It's so easy, so simple, and if you do it and go put a little thing down in the comments below, I'll give you a shout out in my next video, okay? Okay, please go vote for Suzann. She's amazing, and I've watched her blossom into this. I love her. Anyway, let's get started on these orchids. I won't do requests like that very often, but this is an important one for me. Here's my Paphiopedilum niveum hybrid. This bloom is doing great, this secondary bloom, but the first one is definitely fading. The slippers get so squishy when they're fading out of bloom, but yeah, I love this orchid, and the leaves are beautiful, nothing too different from that. We've got this Phalaenopsis, my fragrant one. I think it's called Phalaenopsis golden staff. I am not sure, but here it is. It's blooming. It's doing nicely. We've got Phalaenopsis pinlong cherry. It lost an entire spike of flowers in this heat wave we're having. I'm super pissed about it. But what are you going to do? The foliage is still looking magnificent, so I can't really be that mad because this kind of foliage is just too gorgeous. Okay, next I have a new Oncidium. And if you happen to know the ID for this Oncidium, I don't know what it is, please let me know. But these flowers are great. I always wanted a white Oncidium with red spots, and here it is. I have it, and I think it's gorgeous. Also, if you zoom in, this guy looks like a little weird alien soldier or something with a helmet and a beard and a little tiny face. Do you see it? Yeah, it's so funny. But I love this one. It's not fragrant at all. Next we have my world-class Phalaenopsis. That's what I think phals like this with the lip are called. It lost most of its blooms due to the heat wave as well, which has me annoyed. But again, it has pink root tips, so I find that super exciting. We've got this Phalaenopsis, no idea. I think I want to call it Phalaenopsis Magical Girl because it reminds me of like Colors and Sailor Moon and stuff, with that little purple blush and orange lip. But it has this flower inflorescence fading and then this bud coming right here, so hopefully it'll give me some more flowers right off of that stem. We've got new Bulbophyllum barbagirum, nothing happening with that because it's new. No ID Bulbophyllum, nothing happening. We've got this Oncidium Pacific Sunrise, not sunset, oh my god, and it is dropping its flowers mostly too. It's because of the heat again, and just because, I don't know, these twinkle Oncidiums tend to have a little bit shorter bloom duration, I think. Okay, moving on. We've got my that was my knee popping, by the way, sorry. We've got my Psychopsis orchid, and if you would look at this new growth here. It's doing amazing, getting nice and fat, and I can't show you, but there are roots kind of going around the pot a little bit. There's one or two there, so that's exciting. Next we have the Dendrobium kingianum. Look at this freaking keiki. Oh my god. So there's two keikis on this. This one has pretty short roots. This one has longer roots. But what I want to do, since these have leafed out for me, I want to pull them off and mount them and then give them to my mom. And eventually, if I have a small mount, they'll get their roots all around the mount, and then I can put the mount in the middle of a pot and just put potting media over it and get it rooted into a pot properly, and that'll be great. This keiki was curving, so I had to do surgery on it before it hardened, so I put a little splint on. Next we have my Christmas cactus that I liberated. This is from only 2 leaves, and now look at this plant, how much it's grown. It's like yeah, this is exciting. It gets so big every month, but I can't notice the small changes it makes during the month. Next we have my Brassavola, Brassicatlia venosa cross Brassavola nodosa little stars. Brassavola little stars. One of those things is the name. It's a hybrid, and it has, I found out when I repotted it that it was actually a compot of 2 plants, which is exciting. But it has this little new growth. Ooh, hello. You're so cute and growing. And then we've got this other one with a new growth, and that one I stocked up so it would grow upright. This one, this is so wobbly that I'm not going to touch it for now. Next we have some bad news on my, let's take this off. My Ranularia digbyana, or Brassavola digbyana, it's having a rotten pseudobulb, and I really don't know what to do about it. Do I just cut it off? What do I do? I have no idea. So yeah, and it's growing very slowly. This leaf is, well, the leaf here is starting to open, but I am just kind of worried. I don't know how well this plant is going to do, especially with that rot. Do you guys have advice? Let me know, but that's pretty concerning. Next we have a bunch of new orchids that I got in the orchid auction, but I already made a video about those. I just have to upload it. We're not going to talk about them here. This shelf, we've got my Bulbophyllum fascinator. The brown spots on the leaves haven't progressed, but this pseudobulb gave up on me. It decided to quit, but it's putting out a new little baby pseudobulb here. So hopefully it will grow up nicely and be awesome and root all over this mount. Do a good job, little bulbo. We've got Epidendrum porpax back there. He's also new, nothing there. Miltoniopsis rosy Batman, which I named myself. It's white with black Batman shape on the lip and purple blush. Really cool. Nothing changing, just getting some bigger growths. You can see them all over. And then Miltoniopsis pink tantrum or crybaby, my favorite. This is probably my favorite orchid. Not doing a whole lot either, but it's yeah, it's an orchid. I can't say much about it. We've got my Dendrobium unicum, which has lost all of its flowers. I think it was in bloom for a good 4 to 6 weeks, but it has these 2 new growths here and 1 new growth here that's already starting to get some leaves, and I think these canes are on their way to looking like these little nasty black ones that you can see bloomed, but we'll see what happens. We've got my Neophonetia falcata, and it's so cute and little. It's put out this new leaf, but no new roots really. God, everyone needs to be watered today. It's all crunchy in here. Okay, next we have the Pinguicula, which is not an orchid. This is called Pinguicula or butterwort. And good news, everyone, look at this. There's a bunch of dead bugs on the old leaves, but none on the new leaves, which means, guess what? I don't have fungus gnats in my room anymore. Well, I think they're kind of a seasonal issue, right, guys? They'll come out in fall, winter, spring, but not summer. I don't know, but they can't beat the heat. Eat shit, fungus gnats. I hate you. Okay, next we've got my Ivanagara apple blossom. I hate to pronounce it Iwanagara, so I took a little page out of Danny's book and I say Ivanagara, but honestly, pretty sure these are called Jack Fowliaras now. Whatever, renaming. Okay, you can see the 2 new pseudobulbs there. They're getting nice and big and getting a leaf. Is that a sheath, guys? Is that a sheath or just a new leaf? I don't know Cattleyas very well yet. But that's exciting. And then we've got new growth here, and you can see on the left there's a new growth, and then in the middle and the right there's 2 triangles, and I'm like willing those with my mind to pop out and be new pseudobulbs as well. Like, hey guys, can you turn into a pseudobulb? Can you give me an amazing bloom display next year? Can you? Okay, great. Also, this one has it had gotten shriveled pseudobulbs, but They seem to be getting more plump since I've been soaking them when I water for a few hours at a time, so I think it's settling into the pot nicely. We've got my yellow Miltoniopsis not doing anything. But then we have fun news with my calculus homework and with my Colmenara odontocidium, whatever you want to call it, wildcat. So that its first new pseudobulb it put out is getting this big. It's getting leaves almost as big as the rest of the plant, which is exciting. And I'm training it to grow up with these twisty ties, and I just twist it like one twist tighter about once a week to help it grow. And then this new pseudobulb is also growing. But what's funny is this is my first orchid that's like crawling out of its pot. If you look at this, these climbing little roots here, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Where do you think you're going, huh? What are you doing? Especially this one is climbing out one of the holes, and this is like my favorite one. It's just reaching for the sky. It's like, take me away. I'm going to the light. But yeah, this orchid is doing really well. It's a really big oncidium type, and I love it. So I'm going to stop here, and I am going to get ready for part 2 of this video because I don't want it to be too long. And don't forget to vote for my friend Suzann. I think the contest goes to July 20th, 2015. So you have until then, and please, please, please go ahead and do that. And I'm not going to bother you about it again. But let's get ready for part 2.